Welcome to Nighttime, checking out the Viking Frontiers demo. We are extremely pleased that you have decided to give our game Viking Frontiers a chance. Before starting the gameplay, we would like to inform you that the presented version of the game represents early stage of production and offers only selected fragments of the extensive content awaiting you in the full version. Let's play. Got the tutorials on and all that stuff, graphics. I'm leaving it all on default at the moment. Maybe bring the music volume down a bit. I've already set up the keybinds. I've done a little experiment just checking it out. I'll start a new game. Now this has potential. I have to say I was a bit blurred to begin with. Political upheavals have stripped your father of his Jarl rights and forced your clan to flee your homeland. Trying to lose your pursuers, you sailed straight into the arms of a storm that destroyed your boats. A little bit of a prelude here. You wake up on a beach on an unknown island without knowing whether anyone else beside you has survived the disaster. In the finished game, there'll probably be a cutscene here showing the storyline. Wake up on a beach. Like, well, so where am I? Extraction. As you traverse the island, you will come across many different resources that you can collect. Some can simply be picked up, others may require the use of certain tools for extraction. So, yeah, get all this, get all the tutorial stuff. But for me, let's press E to interact. Let's pick up some stones while I'm down here. So you can crouch and jump, do all that stuff. You also have inspect mode, which is I'm trying to remember what key it is. I will have to check the keybinds. Inspector mode is V. So you can put inspector mode on with V, and just like Medieval Dynasty, it drains your frickin' stamina! Salt deposit requires a bronze pickaxe. Get up here, now collect. Now you've got a little tutorial here. On the left side of the screen it says shipwrecked. I've got to gather nettle, I've already done that. I've got to gather something else, which is around here somewhere. I've got to gather that anyway, yep. I'm looking for the Kalunda. Small tree, bush. We've got stones here, and there it is, Kalunda. Now you have a radii menu, builder, construction, item blueprints. Craft herbal salve. Ointments, go in there and make that. So I got some herbal salve. Then tab to open the character panel. And you got your inventory in here, and there's a load of stuff across the top of the screen as well. So starting off, 1 and skills, armor gatherer, miner, craftsman, herbalist. See, that's already going up, so these automatically go up as you do stuff. Woodcutter, sawer, alchemist, blacksmith, breeder, cook, farmer, hunter, runecrafter, tailor, tanner, builder, and so on and so forth. They've got levels, like armorer there, herbalist there, Level 1, Level 2, Level 3. Management is unavailable in the prologue. Then you've got your compendium, which gives you all the details about stuff. And you've got a tech tree as well. You start with small house over here on the left hand side, and craftsman's workshop, and you work your way over to the right. So, it wants me to use the herbal salve, so I'm going to do that now. I find it in the inventory. Craft stone pickaxe. So I'm going to go in here, tools, stone pickaxe. Craft one of those. Now with this, you destroy this obstacle. Stone deposit. You can break your way through there. I'm pressing E to collect bush, 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 small tree. Gather more of this stuff, you're going to need it. Come through here. Let's gather some stuff. Small tree and all that. If you have a quick look up this way, I've got to search the area around the wreck. But quick look up this way, you will see it's like a woodland area up here. As we go into the woodland area, there's mushrooms, and then there's wildlife. In here, I'll see deer. There's nothing that's going to attack at the moment, so some berries to collect, and there's rabbits. So you've got to start this fox here. Get down here, and I've got to talk to Gunnar Stormrider. And that's this guy. So, there's no voice acting here, it just says, thanks to be gods, you are alive. I was worried the sea had taken you, my son. It would take more than a mere storm to take me down. This mere gale cost the lives of many of our kin. Let's go through the dialogue. First things first, look around for something to eat and drink. It's important for our people to see their leader resilient and strong. Find me once you are done. I've got stuff on the dialogue, so you can talk to almost any settler. During the conversation, you can choose different dialogue lines that will lead the conversation in a specific direction. Special dialogue lines, such as initiating trade or progressing in a task, are marked in yellow. So what I've got to do next is build a simple campfire. So I come over here, see what I can make. Simple campfire. Yeah, I've got the materials. To make a fire, you need fuel. Use resources such as sticks, leaves, or coal as a fuel. Remember, if you stop adding fuel, the fire will go out. So what I've got to do now is boil water and, well, let's make sure I've got enough materials. Go up here. Now, you'll find trees here. Need a stone axe to chop them down, which I haven't made yet. So I'll follow the tutorial. Let's get some resources. Now to the camp. If I check my inventory, I've already got dirty water in my inventory. And I've got average meat. So if I come here, if I add, say, 10 sticks to the fire, I go drinking water, hit the craft button, and this is now doing the water. Now the problem so far with this, how long it takes. So you see the yellow bar gradually going up. So that's how long it's taking to do the drinking water. And I'm not sure that I can do more than one at a time. So roasted average meat. I'm going to try it. Nah, I don't think I can. It's raining now. Oh, here we go. Yes, you can. You can do more than one at a time. That's good. We've got to get the 2 roasted meats done. And this, I'm about to run out of sticks on the fire, so I'm going to have to put more in there. So I was playing this earlier on and I was like, I'm not sure to begin with. Let's put another 5, 6. Keep that cooking. But then I persevered with it a little bit and got stuck in a bit further, and I was like, this has got potential. So it's a bit of a grind at the very beginning here. You're waiting for these meat to cook on the basic fire. So the time it takes. And you can't go away and do other things, because when this yellow bar goes all the way up here, if it continues there, this meat will now start to burn once it's done. So I've got to be on the screen to remove it. Like that. Because it's cooked. Otherwise, you could leave this screen and go off, do other things. Meanwhile, the day goes by. I just run out of fuel as well. Add one more. Get this done. That's it. Talk to Gunnar again now. Gunnar, where are you? Oh, and in this hut here, there is a chest. There's a bit of fur, leather, and a water skin in there. And also laying around on the floor here, there is some more leather. That's what I've seen. Talk to him again. Glad to see you again. I fear there's no time for idle talk. However, this was only the first of many important tasks ahead for us. Many of them are messy, but necessary to get our clan back on its feet. So be it. Should plan the next move. We need roofs over our heads. Most of our people are still not fit for work and are busy with other assignments. So guess who's got to do it all? Craft a stone hammer. So go in here, stone hammer. Craft one of those. Hold right mouse button while holding the hammer to switch the mode between building and demolishing. So do that. That's demolish. That's build. Build a small house. I've got to build 2 of them. So if I pick these up, clear an area. We've got the ocean down here. You can't go in. You can go down here and grab a drink though. Fill a water skin. Right, so come up here to buildings. And there are houses. Let's build a small house. Don't want to get too near the... let's try there. Now it says requirements for stairs, logs. So I know that right now I'm going to have to make... I am going to have to make an axe. So let's make that. Let's get in here. Now let's start chopping these trees. It's already evening. Night's coming. Trees go down. And then you do that to get the logs. And they roll all over and blah, 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 blah. And I can pick up 2 at a time. You can press G to drop them. But remember they roll. Now, what I'd like to do here is basically go a stone hammer, assign that to number 1. The pickaxe. You can go over there. You can carry 2 logs at a time, right? So go here and... I'm just wondering where my hammer is. No, my axe. I've done that, haven't I? No other pickaxe. Put the hammer there. The pickaxe is going to number 2. I'll put the axe in number 3. Okay. Let's pick these up. So I'm going to need another 2 logs for that. So let's get them in. Hopefully the tide doesn't come in. And then we got this here. There's another 4 logs. Up here we've got... If I made a stone pickaxe, I can... There's copper deposit there. There'll be more on that in a moment. Let's gather these logs. I'm going to need another 2. Select the axe. Chop down another tree. And pick them up. So, I built that. I need my hammer. Now, plant fibers for the roof. Let's just check on these logs here a moment, because yeah, I've seen some roll down into the ocean and then they're lost. Build the sign with 5 sticks. Then you come in here. Then you got to make the beds. That's fiber and sticks. And then the chest. And that has completed the first small house. Over here is some salt deposits. So that's great. Let's collect this. Stone. And come back here and go up there and houses. Let's have another small house. And then we've got to do it all again. So couple of logs. Gonna carry 2 at a time. I don't know, I wonder if you can build something to carry the logs in or something. But gonna need another 4 logs. One's fallen in there. Got 1. Let's get some more logs then. Logs go everywhere. Remember to select your hammer. Another log. Any rolling? No. Build the roof. I'm liking this. Is this the second house going up now? There it is, houses. Using plates in a house, you can see a list of residents, their happiness and profession. Below the list of residents, you will find a list of consumption of residents. By holding down the C button, you can assign a house to yourself. Blah, 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 blah. I need to do that now, so you can look at the house. You've got to come here to the sign and look first, and on this screen, you hold C. So I do that. This house is now mine. Settlement, blah, 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 blah. Get some information here. You must take up the hammer, axe, pickaxe, hoe, and all other tools to support your settlers in taking their first steps. In the settlement, you can develop a range of activities such as building new structures, technology development, resource extraction, production of materials, tools and weapons, managing the work of residents, trade, farming and animal husbandry, hunting and fishing, cooking and brewing, herbalism and alchemy, rune carving, making offering to the gods, conducting rituals, recruiting warriors, organising expeditions. It's deep. I've got to talk to Stormrider again. So, the houses are ready. That will do for now. There's no time for praise. With our people now sheltered from the wind and rain, it's time to focus on expanding our foothold. To do this, we will need a workshop. Developing and building a workshop is one thing. In addition, you will also need adequate resources such as copper. I will try to find some. Start with something simple like farming tools. One of the key elements of the settlement development are technologies. They unlock new items, buildings, stations and upgrades, influencing settlement management, settlers' quality of life and expanding the range of your possibilities. So that's where you research. Right, so what I've got to do next... Oh, by the way, a couple of copper ore here I found. Pick them up. I've got to research the craftsman's workshop. So that's what I've got to do. To go over to technology. It says craftsman's workshop there. Click on that, unlock. Now I've got to build a craftsman's workshop. So here we go. Buildings. This would go under production. Craftsman's workshop is there. And choose where to put it. 4 logs. So, did I... No, I didn't. Still got these over here. Okay. What are you doing? Meditating? Do some work. Why have I got to do all the work? Stumps as well, as in Medieval Dynasty, the stumps. You make yourself a shovel. You can remove the stumps, just like you can in Medieval Dynasty. So, more logs needed, so here we go. Let's cut down a tree, do all that. Night. Night is bright in this game, isn't it? I'm not even realizing it's night time. Okay. Let us put these logs in. Remember the hammer. More logs needed. More logs. I'm sure one of them rolled under here somewhere, but... Ah, well. Now there's a couple over here. Let's... Bush. Go there. Let's chop down another tree. And when you go back to the menu, look, save game. You can... It looks like you can save at any time here. Which is nice. Stars at night. They fly everywhere. There, that's the base bit, and then you need another log in there. More logs, lots more logs for the inside. So do that. And I've lost track now. I'm sure there's more logs out here somewhere. They fall in the way you're facing, I think. So... As you can see here, 1 log, more logs needed. I'm doing all the work, everyone else just sits around. Another 2 logs. I'm sure I'm missing some. I need another log. I was only, oh yeah, up here, look. This is, they go all over there. Alright. Roof. And then we build the chest. And what's happened here is my hammer's just expired. Alright, so I gotta build another hammer. Now I can resume. The craftsman's workshop's being built here, so sticks, plant fibre. And there it is. And or the sign. It's not complete yet, the sign. Now it is. You can look here. Your workshop, and it will tell you what you can build under building. I got a bit confused before with the tutorial because the next step of the tutorial is to build upgrade simple smelter. So I was going all over the redial menu trying to find it, and it wasn't there. And I went to the technology tree and I thought it was copper processing. Well, it is in a way, but it's here. It's under building, building upgrade simple smelter. You click that. And then it adds this to the building. Stones, and then you make that. Now you research copper processing, which I saw in the tech tree. So we've done small house, Christmas workshop, copper processing is over here while the screen is up. As you work your way, you know, what's to come later on. Because you can't do all of this in the demo, of course, but you've got all these things over here, like the smithy, the warehouse, the granary, the hen house over here. And then when you get over here, there's all kinds of stuff in the tech tree, like pigsty, alchemist workshop, bronze processing, farmhouse, line, medium house. And you work your way over to the right, sheep barn, herbalist cart, gold processing, iron processing, wool processing, hunter's cottage, great hall, armory, warehouse 2, and then all the way over to the right, cowshed, steel processing, iron armour, jewellery, steel armour. I got to research copper processing right now. It's there. Do that. Now I have to craft stuff. I've got to craft a seed bag. So you look at the workbench. Seed bag is there. And I've got the materials, so I can do the seed bag now. And this is... I'm getting quite hooked on this. Now the copper tools, of course, mean you have to use the smelter. And at the moment I've only got 2 out of 3 copper ingots, so I cannot do this just yet. So what I have to do is go out in search of this stuff here. and a stone pickaxe. These are the copper deposits. So let's get some copper ore from these. Get out the hole I'm in. It's day 2 now, and I haven't slept yet. That red bar at the bottom of the screen I think is my health, so I'll keep an eye on that. These are stone deposits. Ah, that's salt. What have we got over here? Like a river. Ah, here we are. These look like larger copper deposits. Takes a while. The game auto-saves as well. Yep, going pretty slow. It's day 2, and it's dawn. And I'm doing nothing but work. So you got the survival elements to the game. It's getting daylight, the sun's coming up. I've collected some berries. Collected some of that copper ore so I can come back in here and use the smelter. So this works the same as the campfire. I'm going to put 15 sticks in there and then choose the copper ingot. And hit the smelt button. And there's a little timer on the screen here. It says 40 seconds. How long it's going to take to create the copper ingots. So you have a bit of a wait. You've got to wait for that. So my first impressions of this game is pretty good. And you got that message at the beginning of the demo to say that it's still very early. But I'm quite liking it so far. Pleasant ambience in the background. Takes quite a while though to get this done. How many do I get when the counter timer gets down to 0? Ready to pour, so you come out and then you pour. What I get 2 of them, then I've got to use that again, I guess. And that's another 45 seconds to wait. You can leave that going in the background and then you can come over here and say, I need to, for the tutorial, I need to craft a copper hoe. So you can come in here and have a look. Copper hoe. I've got the materials, yeah, craft it. So let's go ahead and make that. When that's done, I also need a copper shovel. That's there, and I can craft that. Excellent. Our timer's down to 17 seconds. So you can come back in and check that. I need a copper sickle. Probably going to need more of this copper. Does this change to pour? Do I have to go in there again? When the stuff is ready, pour, there it is. That gives me copper ingots. I need to craft a copper sickle. Let's go make that. Now I've got to talk to Gunnar again, so I've done that part of the tutorial. There he is. We won't survive for long without more food. Plant the first fields then. I'll see to it right away. Farming is a very efficient way to acquire food for your settlers. By cultivating and caring for your crops, you can harvest their valuable yields, which can serve as food, alchemical ingredients, or trade goods. So you need to place a field from the radar menu. Once the field is established, you can begin the cultivation process with the help of tools. So when I checked it out before, I got about this far. So I researched farm shed. Maybe think of an area. So for research, yeah, research. The farm shed's up here, and you cannot go to that immediately because you follow the flow diagram. Well leads to these over here, so you've got to do the well first. So I've researched the well, and that will show up out here somewhere. Can't remember. There it is, the well. What is that there? Oh, a peat deposit. So you can ignore the tutorial at this point and just, I don't know. I quite fancy, let's put a well down here. So, my hammer. I've got to put that back in the slot again, right. Let's build this well, since I can build it, I probably need it anyway. You've got the materials and the sign. So you look at that, you got the well. If I go to the handle and use it, there it goes. So you can bring up a bucket of water using this. And then the water you can drink. Ow, I've got some little icons on the screen there. Where my stats. I definitely needed to drink. Yeah. And a character. I mean, you get no info on any of this, like mousing over and stuff. But whatever that is looks low. And you've got a water 40 out of 100. So that's how thirsty you are. There's temperature icon. I think I'm 15 out of 100 here because I haven't laid down in bed and rested yet. That's what that means. I've been working the whole time. You can drink from the ocean as well. And go back and take a look again now at the 59 out of 100. Okay, How realistic is this though? Drinking seawater might not be that great. 79 out of 100. Maybe I should drink from the well rather than the ocean. Must be. Drink from the bucket. Now my water is 100 out of 100. That's great. So I'm now going to research the farm shed, which is over here. Unlock that. Now it's telling me to build 9 fields. This is the tutorial. So I reckon it comes under buildings and farming and field. And then you got these green things here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So you don't really see them there. But then I've got to sow cabbage, carrot and wheat. It's the next part of the tutorial. Item required for fertilizing is a shovel. I'm a bit worried about my stats though. I really do need to rest. It looks like I'm going to need food as well soon. I got my... What have I got in my inventory? I've got berries. Oh, you just got to left click those and you eat them. Well, that gets your food back up a bit anyway. Right. And go back to my house. Which one is mine again? There's 2 houses here. That's not mine, this is mine. What is that? I've got a chest in here too. I want to go ahead and rest, so you can set your rest time here, so you can rest for 8 hours. I guess it'll be evening again now. Residents are homeless. I've got a message on the screen as well. But if I check my stats, this is back to 100 out of 100 now. I'm rested. I'm still quite hungry. Food. I got some average meat there. I'll eat one of those, get that back up a bit. Water's gone down again as well. So you've got all your survival stuff there that you've got to take care of. Got drink, eat and rest. And then back to the fields. I have not made myself a shovel yet. I ain't got enough stones. Oh, darn it. So what's that key again? There, to do that. Drains your stamina. Not sure why that wasn't working then. I was holding E. Oh, logs up here. It's G to drop them on the ground. And it's stones I'm looking for. Get rabbits up here. No hunting yet. But can I? Well, I don't know. Probably got to build weapons. What was it I needed? A shovel. I have got a stone shovel. Get back to the fields that I laid down. And then you have to hold Q to select fertilizer. It says manure. And then you will require a hoe for ploughing. And I made one earlier on, didn't I? I made a copper hoe. Put that in slot number 4. And then item required for sewing, bag. I made one of those earlier on. So I've got manure in here. Seed bag. What have I just done? Okay, hold Q. Cabbage. Then you sow. Like the cabbage is down there. Item required to remove the plant, shovel. So they want me to do 3 cabbages. So I need to fertilize. So shovel. We got to get organized here. I mean, put shovel in number 5. Then do that one. You haven't got a very good visual representation of this, but I'm trying to make a few of these. And then, so the cabbage is there. Now in the field, I don't know where the bag went. You know, the bag that I made. Plow it. I don't know where my bag went. There it is. Can I assign that to... yeah, I can. So you put that in there. And I can sow cabbage there. It's a little bit difficult to get a visual guide on this. But I got 2 out of 3 cabbage, and the video's getting pretty long now, so... let's get it saved, and I will say see you next time. Viking Frontiers.